You got these nosedives in talent when you put these other guys in. And the next time I hear a guy using fucking injuries as an excuse, you don't know what you're talking about when you cover the league. It is utterly unbelievable where to begin. So we're going to do this to you guys, and half this room leave. Because glazed donuts are not welcome today. The defense played well. Hurts played well. Are you fucking nuts? That was a colossal collapse versus a 4-5 team. I mean, you're making the Cowboys seem like they're the Rams. Hurts in the ball game was terrible. The offense really, in my opinion, put the death nail in the defense. You know, it's bad when people with press at NovaCare are calling KP's job. Dave Zangaro, Reuben Clark, the entire NBC Philly media fire Kevin Patullo. Kevin Patullo. Okay, really? Let's get going here. All right. I'm gonna make this very clear here. By the way, hit the like button. Leon, thank you very much. Super chats go to the top. You have lost your identity. No matter if it's Saquon Barkley or whomever, you could have Barry Sanders running the ball. Your offensive line is dog shit. The one thing that without a doubt was your identity was the O-line. The offensive line was your identity. And the difference between this team and the year ago team, you don't have people like Isaiah Rodgers coming in when you have an injured player. I told you, your substitutes are dog shit. You got these nosedives in talent when you put these other guys in. And the next time I hear a guy using fucking injuries as an excuse, you don't know what you're talking about when you cover the league. Welcome to the NFL. So these idiots understand game adjustments. Game adjustments. Gonna get there. Hopefully Frank will be next week. November 29th. Yes, that is the last game that Stanford has against Notre Dame. I want to show you something here. Okay? Hit that like button. Supers go to the top. I want to show you something on your drive chart. Your first 3 drives, 25 plays, 192 yards, almost 200 yards. 3 touchdowns. Average per drive, 64 yards. Guys look good. 21-0. Here are your next 8 drives. 34 plays. 107 net yards. 13.3 yards per drive. Where the fuck are you going? Silz penalties. That's on the entire unit. Quarterback included. 13.3 yards per series after the first 3. And you fucking played well? 13.3 yards per series. 8 series. You averaged 13 yards. Really? Silver lining? Where? 13 yards. You had your fucking faces kicked in the second half by the Cowboys. Cowboys came back, and without a doubt, the Cowboys knew after they scored that touchdown heading into the half, they knew they were going to win that football game. They knew it. You can sense it. It became a downhill. It became a downhill avalanche. I mean, we're going to get to the numbers here in a second. They really don't tell you the game. And then you got coaching. We're going to get to all of this. Silz using me, but not using me. Tank Bigsby, 2025. Holy shit, injuries? You don't know what you're talking about. The identity of the football team has been lost. Because your identity was your O-line. And your O-line, and what I think the toughest thing to do is you really got to look at it and go, well, the identity's lost because the O-line's the Cowboys beat the fuck out of you and the two guards in center. Cam Jurgens is nowhere near the player he was. It's time for that 1-2 punch the Lions do with the running back. Eagle fans, Dak is on another than Jalen. Dak Prescott was spectacular. Now 9-5 versus Philly. He was fucking spectacular. Spectacular. Dak was great. You see Dak cartwheel into the end zone, he knew he had to have it. He knew that team needed that game. He knew that the Cowboys could not lose. They may lose to Kansas City this week. They had to have that Eagle game. They needed that Eagle game. And they took it from you. The Dallas Cowboys took that game from you. You guys got all nice and warm and fuzzy with a 21-point lead, and you took your opponent for granted. You thought they'd stop fighting. They didn't. They came back and took it. They didn't steal it. They took it. They took that game from you. You had it in the bag, thought it was over. You get conservative as you always do. You walk into those melees, and then Hurts starts overthrowing people in the second half. You let 3 series cloud your judgment on the quarterback's play. After that, I thought he was inaccurate. He's responsible for that huddle. We played 12 great minutes on offense. That's it. When the scripted plays were done, we fell apart again. Correct. I pointed that out to you. When they have to go off script, that's when they get in trouble. You know why? Because you got poor coaches on that side of the ball. That's correct. Flags and not going deep. And more story of the game. Deep. You see Dak's throw chart? Training wheels OC. Jalen Hurts. I'm serving pigeon for Thanksgiving, the Hurts special. Sandra, I think I missed the super up here, man. I may have missed one. Let's see here. Patullo is a scapegoat. I think that's the one. Want to make sure we get 84. Appreciate you guys sending the supers. We'll get them all, I promise you here. Patullo's a scapegoat, as was Johnson in 23. This is knee pad Nick's offense. This team is one and done. Bro, A.J. Brown is the scapegoat. I told you that already. A.J. Brown will be used as the scapegoat on why this team imploded this year and not win. If they don't win, this will come down to A.J. destroying the team. They will blame him, and they will ship his ass out of town. Incoming, 23 collapse. One and done in January, Silz. He had a fucking great game. Look at that. Glazed donut. Hurts had a great game. Hurts had 3 great drives. After that, they were overthrows, a shitty sack, and you went nowhere. You averaged 13 yards a drive. He said he played well. Really? Where? Outside of those 3 drives. Folks, he says the offense, which Hurts is in charge of, played well. They had 13 yards a drive. 13 yards a drive. And he said they played well. Well, what about the penalties? That's on the unit. Isn't he part of the unit? Or are you going to put him on an island? And are you going to start going like what Hugh Douglas says? Hurts is a leader when he feels fucking like it. Hugh Douglas. Hugh Douglas. Okay? Hugh Douglas. Get this. Hey, Blaze, that's not an idea. That's not a bad idea. You're a buffoon if you think that's... Really? 13 yards a drive. 13 yards for 8 drives after the first 3. And this douchebag thinks the quarterback and the offensive unit played well. That's part of it, my friend. Okay? Dude, there is nothing you can say to me. Hurts couldn't throw you out of trouble. Dak did. They were down 21 points, and Dak threw the Cowboys out of trouble and into a win. Hurts had a 21-point lead and couldn't stop the Avalanche. Yes or no? Yes or no? He couldn't stop the Avalanche. Get this. Okay, bro, it's over. Passing game was fine. Folks, the passing game was fine for 3 drives. No. 3 drives. Penalties did kill a few good drives. Steen hurt us. Hey, folks, Jalen Hurts is part of a unit. Yes or no? Yes or no? Or is it just him on an island? Oh, I see. Okay. You're going to glaze that fucking guy no matter what it is, and you'll fucking go down that lane. You'll blame everybody but the stiff quarterback and the stiff offensive coordinator. By the way, the quarterback and the O-line and the coordinator couldn't figure out a 5-front? Where'd that come from? Cowboys dominated you up front. The Cowboys dominated you. 3rd and 2, poor sack. Should have been a quarterback draw. Quarterback draw. I'm going to do this again to you. I'm going to show you how good your passing game was. 7 plays, 50 yards, touchdown. 12 plays, 76 yards, touchdown. 6 plays, 66 yards, touchdown. Here's M. Reyes' great offense and great passing game. This is, by the way, this is an opinion. This is who they are. And this is what they did. 3 plays. -2. Punt. 1. 1 yard and a half. That's a kneel down. Coming out. 3 plays. 3 net yards. Punt. 6 plays. 18 yards. Punt. 3 plays. 7 yards. punt. 7 plays, 30 yards, missed field goal. 6 plays, 33, fumble. Then 5 plays, 17 yards. That's 8 series. You averaged 13 yards. Let me get this too. I'd like to know this. How many plays did you average over that as well? Let's do this. Let's go here with this one here. M. Reyes' great passing attack and great offense. 34 plays divided by 8. You average 4 plays per series and 13 yards in the second half on every series. What are you talking about? You played well in the passing game and in the run game. You average 4 plays and 13 yards in 8 drives. In the second, actually after the first 3, you played like shit. Where did you play well? First 10 minutes? I mean, where? How many minutes did that go to? Let's see. Possession, 3 minutes, 6 minutes, 3 minutes. Now listen to this. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. That's how much you held the ball in every one of those series after the first 3. It was like a ballet routine. 1, 2, 3, kick. You played well. And your defense did not play well. Here, let's go to the numbers. You tell me. I heard John say, don't look at the box score. What do you mean don't look at the box score? The drive chart tells you what you did. And your analytics tell you what you produced. The Eagles had 19 first downs. Once again, 5 of 12 on third down. 63 yards rushing. The Cowboys outrushed you. Got away from running the ball. You had 18 carries. 14 penalties, 96 yards. What's that attributed to? Well, when you're playing backup guys and injured guys, that's where you're going to fall down the lane of. Silz, this season's outcome starts and ends with Howie. He crashed out on this season in favor of future obligations. The CEO, head coach, Ricky O.C., lack of depth and failure to develop the quarterback is on Roseman. Absolutely. And this is what happens when you don't have a coach that knows how to develop a quarterback. Sirianni's not developing that quarterback. Defense didn't have time to taste the Gatorade. That is the problem. Right there. The offense running out of gas, like Chip Kelly used to, has put your defense in the blue tent. By the end of the year, I'll be shocked if there's not more serious injuries to your defense because of the way your offense is playing. You're systematically breaking your defense down because of the lack of consistency with the offense. It's wearing him out. Put Jurgens on IR for the playoffs and let Lampkin play. I mean, if you pay him, you're playing him. I thought the Cowboys, hey, whatever you want to say about Skeletor, Jerry Jones, he traded Parsons away and the team got better. The Dallas Cowboys defense is better. They owned you. Up front, you couldn't stop them. You couldn't stop the Cowboys. Hey, by the way, Remember in the pregame? Some of you probably weren't there for the pregame. I told John that Quinnen Williams was going to make an impact. And that guy, whether he's on the Raiders, the Jets, you put him anywhere. That's one of the top 5 interior D tackles in football. They couldn't control him. He was killing people in the middle and freeing everyone up in the middle there. They couldn't stop him. He was dominating in the middle of the field. Bro, that guy is going to be a problem for the Eagles for the next 5 years. That fucker can play. He's a good player. I thought the way they played Overshawn was good. That guy can play. By the way, George Pickens is a free agent. At the end of the year, holy shit, is he going to command big money in the open market. He is some ball player. We need this loss, Silz. A.J. Brown was right. If the coaches cannot see it, now they will never see it. Let Hurts play. Barkley also missing holes. Hurts needs to throw. Let him learn by making mistakes. Silz, B.S. Parsons is not a scrub. He for sure would help him. They would never be the run-stopping defense and stop Barkley if they didn't make that trade. Dude, they're better. They were never better with Parsons. You own the team. I don't know how anybody in their right mind doesn't see that the defense for the Cowboys is better as a unit now without Parsons. Parsons is a great player, but you're better as a unit now. The Eagles didn't have a spectacular superstar, generational player on their defense a year ago. They didn't even have one first-team All-Pro player, except for Bond. They were great as a unit. I mean, so now Dallas's defense of the 85 players playing against all backups offensive line. Hey, bro, tell that to somebody who gives a fuck about your comments about stupid injuries. Welcome to the NFL, son. Crying about injuries. Holy shit. Another excuse, glazed donut. Injuries. Bad coaching. About shitty play. On both sides of the football. Dude, 21 points and 500 yards. And 100 yards. And get this. You gave the Cowboys a football field and penalties. And you still couldn't stop 24 unanswered points. Think of this. The Cowboys had 476 yards in offense, and you gave them an extra 100. How the fuck do you think you were not going to lose that game? You basically gave them almost 600 yards in offense. 600 yards. With the penalties and the 476. $600 yards. I will need to pay $1,000 to JAKIB Company to ignore Mark Holmes this week. No. Hey, listen. No way. No way. Mark Holmes is on Wednesday. No way. Are you kidding? Look at Mars. Mars is not. No way. Hey, listen. I think some of you Eagle fans should take that Wednesday 4:30 Eastern segment off because he's going to be intolerable. You know, he's been waiting for a victory lap for about 2 years now. And, hey, he came here getting his ass kicked every day. We're not putting that thing up. No, we're not doing that. Dallas could have had Williams and Parsons. No, they couldn't have had Williams. He wouldn't have traded for him. Oh, listen, Holmes is coming on this program. Mark Holmes is coming on this program. Holy cow. Oh, yeah. You know what's going on right now? People getting all upset. because some of the shit we've been saying come true now. All you glazed donuts. Hey, you should have seen people in the first half of the game. Sileo, look at my boy Hurts. I'm like, yeah, hang in there. All of a sudden, it started going down to a simmer. All of a sudden, people started disappearing. And before you know it, crickets. What happened? Yeah, what happened? Crickets. I won't lie. I thought some of you were going to hide. I thought some of you were going to hide today. And you guys were going to go hide because, well, at least you're facing it. The Rams are so fucking superior. Wow. Are they fucking great? So let me get this right. 4-5-1 and 3-8. You lost to two teams that have a combined record of 7-13 between the Giants and the Cowboys. How you doing? Holy shit. Silz, this is Kyle. Silz, this is not winning the battle. It's about winning the war. Absolutely. Absolutely. Silz, I live in Philly. We never hide. All right, fair enough. I got you, bro. What did I say? I said they'd win 28-26. They won 24-21. All right. It's kind of in there a little bit. Sills, I don't agree with J-Mac. We're not killing the Bears on Friday. I don't see us winning that one. How about this? Where in the world would you think you're killing anybody? Who are you killing? The fucking Giants? Oh, by the way, congratulations, Eagle guys. Inside your own division, the two teams that you've played so far, you split with them. You split with the Giants. Are the Rams playing too good? Could be too good too early. That could be. Absolutely. Who are you killing? Who would have thunk the two teams you played in the NFC East, you split. You split with the Cowboys and you split with the Giants. I mean, what? So what happens in situations where Mark's takes don't come true and we don't punch back, Sills? My hands are tied here, bro. No. Because at the end of the day, Marsh, you're still in the conversation for a big seed and potentially home field. Hey, by the way, I want to put this out there to you guys. Please hit the like button, guys. I didn't learn anything about your team that's not new. I think you guys have. See, Xander accepted it last week. It is what it is. The week before, he kicked my ass for that. This last week, he went, well, it is what it is. I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. You are. I thought this was who you were. You weren't a dominant team. You were a good team. Really, there's no dominant team, folks, in the NFC. I think the Rams are playing great. Can they be beat? Hey, I'm still suspect of their corners. I'm still suspect of that running back, Williams, putting the ball on the ground. I think they got flaws. Last time Sean McVay was in a game against you guys, I thought he got conservative in the fourth. And I thought that's how you guys roll back on them. I got question marks on that. I think they're playing great ball right now. By the way, Jared Verse made Tristan Wirfs look like he was Fred Johnson. He fucking annihilated one of the top two left tackles in football. He was a turnstile last night. I'll say this also. CeeDee Lamb, hey, Cowboy guys that are in here right now. Cowboy guy, CeeDee Lamb is overrated. He's overrated. One of my favorite people who was at the Cowboy game, that's the Joe. Listen, man, those pictures of you and your girl were dope, dude. I thought that was great. You had Jerry's World. You had great seats, too. You never want to be like on the opposing sidelines because of that scoreboard. You got the right seats. You must have been there before. You want to get end zone seats. Those were great. Des the Jew sent us some pictures. He was great. One of my favorite people. Am I tripping, bud? Don't we always split with the Cowboys and Prescott? He plays great in the regular season. Yes, he does. I wasn't shocked at all. Come on, Des. You had to be shocked they rolled back on 21 points, though. Okay, you had to be. Okay? Dude, CeeDee Lamb's hands. Every game I've watched him against the Eagles, that guy has like brick hands. He was terrible. Terrible in that game. What do you make of this number that I gave you, though? You guys are clouded, and you're trying to take 3 series and trying to tell me that the offense played well. When after that, the next 8 series, you average 4 plays, 13 yards for those 8 series. 34 plays, 107 yards, and no scores. You're trying to tell me? Well, Silz, what's the penalties? Okay, well, that's a unit. The quarterback, the coordinator, the head coach, all of that, you're all in it together. You're not on a separate island. You can't take the quarterback out and go, well, Barkley sucked. No, Hurts is part of the passing and rush game. If you're going to glaze your quarterback, for times when he does well, glaze your quarterback when his unit fails. Dak threw the Cowboys out of trouble. He was down 21 points and went on to score 24 consecutive unanswered points. Somebody on offense wasn't doing their job either. It's the entire unit. George Pickens, it has to be one of the most underrated players in the league. Holy shit, was he spectacular. Like, I mean, I thought I was watching Jamar Chase out there. Tap-toeing on the sidelines, getting his feet down the way he did. The way he got open space. Holy shit. And you guys are like, well, we were hurt back there. Fuck that guy. Welcome to the NFL. Last year, you overcame that when you had players going in, didn't you? Plus, you had Gardner Johnson back there. You had Christian McCollum back there, and you had Gardner Johnson. At the corner position, you had Slay and you had Isaiah. Those players aren't on your team now. And it was evident. This team is incapable of going off script unless Hurts runs. That's it in a nutshell. Here. I'll tell you exactly what it is. The difference between the 2024 and 2025 Philadelphia Eagles, your O-line is no longer the same. You're a top 15 offensive line, and the identity of the football team is no longer with the depth on the team. Howie Roseman, on defense, once again, does not have depth at key positions. You know where? Corner, safety, and edge. Where was your pass rush? I didn't see one. Did you? Where was your pass rush against the Cowboys? Their tackles are sorry. Where was your pass rush? I missed it. I mean, I went back and looked for it. I didn't find it. Hold on. Anybody? What happened to the Cowboys pass rush? Or what happened to the Eagle pass rush? Just curious here. Let me take a look at this. Hey, here's the pass rush. Hey, by the way, congratulations to Kobe Dean. 3 straight games with the sack. He played well, but again, they ripped that zone apart. Dude, look at Dak. Dak was fucking awesome in the game. He was fucking awesome. 23 of 36, for 354 and 2 touchdowns. I mean, it was spectacular. The kid Williams can run the ball too. 20 carry. They outrushed you. They had 31 carries in the ball game. Prescott, that insane dive into the end zone. You know he wanted it. Tremendous. Cowboys got better, man. You know, this game this week against Kansas City could be an elimination game for both Kansas City and the Cowboys. Cowboys win, they go 6-5-1. They're going to have a shot at that 7th seed. No reason to hide, people. I look at this as a division business. We split every year, okay? Why Cowboy wins get so much hype? Because it's their Super Bowl. That's fair enough, too. By the way, Marsh, I don't think the Cowboys are that good. I think they're okay. They got better. They've totally gotten better. I thought Brian Schottenheimer called a hell of a game, too. I did. Cowboys will trade CD while they still can get a first and second for him. Man, he's so overrated. Every time I watch that guy play against Philly, he's a no-show. Gardner Johnson this week, going to be physical Friday. Oh, he's going to have something to say out there, boy. I'll tell you what. Our offensive coaches aren't skilled enough. They're not. They're just not. Get this. Okay, let me ask you something. Every single time I hear somebody say that game adjustments are overrated, okay, that may be for offensive guys. And you know what people say? I heard John McMullen say this. And you know what it is? Is that offensive guys, there's not going to be a lot of adjustments. On the defensive side, if somebody's running a, I'm just using this as an example. If somebody's running a power eye at you, don't you think you're going to load the box? That's an in-game adjustment. You don't make halftime adjustments. There's no such thing. You make in-game adjustments. What did it? Every single time I ever walked off the field, Dave Wannstedt or Butch Davis would go like this to me. What are they doing? Well, they're trying to reach block. They're trying to get the wide play out wide, and they're trying to get up the field, and they're trying to get, and they're also coming back with counter tray on us. They want to get you on that zone run, or they want to get you on those stretch plays. They want to get you out wide like that, and they want to try to run back inside. That's what they're trying to do. So we'll talk on the sidelines. And we're sitting there and we're talking about what they're doing. So you know what they'll do? They'll go up, talk to Dave. Dave will go like this. We'll play more base then. That's an in-game adjustment to what a team is doing to you. So you're telling me Landon Dickerson and the Eagles couldn't figure out a 5-man front? That old line with all that experience, that's an indictment on the coaches and Stoutland and them guys. You mean to tell me, for the first time in 5 years of me covering you, the Eagles had no answers for the opponent's front and how they blocked? Since when? Last year, you pile drive teams. It's an indictment on the O-line. It's not Barkley, really. It's not. It's the offensive line. You got murdered at the point of attack. Steen and Landon and Cam were beat again. They were beat. Watch the film. They're getting beat. Can I tell you something? I see you. Gosh, you, Dallas fans being so hell-bent on trading Lamb after Glay. I'm not trading CeeDee Lamb. I'm with you, Marsh. That's not happening. Hey, Kashu, put that back up what you just put up there. Q covered GP 13 times and only led up 2 catches for 16 yards. Why he didn't follow him all game is beyond me. He destroyed us. He didn't travel. It's true. For me, it's not that they lost. we usually split with Dallas. It's how they lost that has me so pissed off. A blown 21-point lead, no points in the entire half. Again, shits, it's embarrassing, Silz. Right. Costu, where are you? You posted something that's really good. Okay? Okay. Can I tell you something, me watching it a little bit this morning? I don't think the guy wants to get hit. I don't think the guy wants to get hit. And he's playing not to get hit. He's not slamming it up in there because he don't want to get hit. Hey, he might be healthy. He don't want to get hit. Dude, when you run the ball the way he runs the ball, you got to run with an attitude. He ain't running with no attitude. That guy's running like a business. He's like making business decisions. Like, those look like business decision runs. I'm not going to get too hurt here, so I'll go here. Hey, I'm not going to get too hurt, so I go here. Hey, I'm not going to get too hurt, so I'm going to go here. Why did we extend? I asked that question immediately. Why'd you extend them? Get this. 5-5-1, guys. Yeah. Well, I'll turn around and go to Eagle fans. You lost to a 5-5-1 team? A team that's in the middle of the road. And now you combine that with the Giant loss? You can, hey, it's true. You can beat the Rams, but you can also lose to anybody. Because your margins of error, like I told you, are gone. You're right. You lost to a 5-5 football team. I mean, congratulations. And by the way, they put up 24 unanswered on you. 500. Wait a minute. Sorry. You're not looking at it right. You gave up 476 yards and total offense to the Cowboys. Then, because of your incompetence, you gave up another 100 yards in penalties. You gave up 576 yards to the Cowboys in that game on Sunday. 576 yards to a 5-5-1 team. Okay. We're not talking about Green Bay and Detroit and the Rams. We're talking about a team that's barely, if that, going to make the playoffs. Let's not forget, the Bears wrecked that team. The Bears beat up the Cowboys. Did they not? They beat that Cowboys team up. Worst case scenario for us in the draft. Good record, bad team. Dallas is 2. First, we have to win now, Silz. Okay? Yeah. Dallas got destroyed 2 weeks ago by Arizona. Okay? That's not a Bears issue. That's a you issue. Listen to this. Another excuse machine here. Hey, glazed donut. 14 penalties on the Eagles is on you. Well, if we don't get hurt and our guys in the secondary and we don't have the penalties, well, guess what? We probably win the game. Who said that? Where did you get that? I showed you how you were in the second half. The second half. After the first, you have glazed donut eyes saying that you thought you played well. You had 11 series in the game. 11. Holy shit. Hey, welcome to the war of attrition. But Cooper fractured his ankle, needs surgery. Not confirmed season ending, but bad news. Makuba. Sidney Brown. Against Ben Johnson. Key. So Keely Ringo and Sidney Brown are now going to start in your secondary? Hey, another thing. Don't ever tell me that Cooper DeJean can play outside. That conversation is over. Over. He can't play outside. Told you that on draft day. He can play outside, or they would put him out there. Makuba. Fractured. Let me get that right. He fractured his ankle. Homie's done. Now, you could probably put a screw in it, and maybe by the playoffs, time to call up Justin Simmons. That might not be a bad idea right now. Really get joy from Eagles losing and injuries. Thanks for the super chat, dickbag. Yeah, that's it. Joy. Hey, guy, what are you, 4? What are you, 5, 4 years old? Honestly. It's not over, Silz. We'll see. I didn't say it was over. I didn't say that. You hear me say it's over? I said I still think you're one of the better teams in the NFL. By the way, I learned nothing about your football team. Good or bad. I'm not shocked. You are. I've told you. I'm not surprised. This is kind of who you are. You're the only one surprised. Gee, I can't believe that. Well, if you've been listening to the program, we've been telling you that the entire time. Silz just enjoys giving you glazed donuts a reality check. That could be a little. That's not, okay, I'll go there. Yeah, because when the reality is, you have to have these epiphanies and you're like, holy shit, I guess so. Still, it's time for Howie to make drastic changes. Replenish the O-line. Absolutely. Father Time's caught up with Lane. It's time to move on. Makuba done for the season. Who are you putting back in his spot? Sidney Brown? A special teams guy. Okay. That second half was like watching Jalen at Bama. Woo! He still goes through stretches where he can't find receivers, only this time he's not running. You are so right. The reason that Hurts was replaced at Alabama was on display today or yesterday. You know what it is? He'll have stretches where he moves the sticks, and he'll have long stretches where he can't find an open barn door. That's who he is. We're 6 years into this, folks. This is who he is. I mean, after the first 3 series, the next 8 drives, you average 4 plays a drive. 13 yards in 8 drives you averaged. Per drive, 13 yards. I don't care how you glaze it. Try that one. 4 plays, 13 yards for the next 8 series. After those opening 3, penalties, inconsistency, overthrows, sack, all of it played in you giving up 24 unanswered. And you're beating your defense. Your offense is destroying your team right now in front of your eyes. Do you know that? Your offense is systematically destroying your team with this approach. Players are getting injured on defense at a rate we haven't seen in Philly in 5 years. Your offensive line, because of the way you played your style of play a year ago, has pretty much hurt the entire old line. Even the guy in LA is hurt, Becton. These are all facts. These are all facts. Father Time is caught up with Jalen Hurts. Time to move on. Corporate Bay. We need Tanner the worst way. Old man River Hurts. It's a damn fossil. You move on from Jalen Hurts right now, you might as well throw dirt on the box. Is it me or does Jalen look like he's lost speed? So everybody's slow now. Barkley, AJ, Hurts. How about the incompetence of your play calling, too? Let's get to Kevin Patullo. So, I mean, dude, the in-game situational play calling by that guy, I'll tell you what, anytime you get, you know what I don't like about our post-game show? Anytime you bring up play calling, John the White Knight is defending that fucking play calling. And he can defend it all he wants. I just shut up because I'm not going to debate the obvious. You mean to tell me you don't think there's a difference between a guy like Andy Reid and Kevin Patullo in play calling? Because one guy's more experienced than the other. That's like saying like a heart surgeon is not more experienced because he's been on more hearts and he's done more surgeries on hearts than a guy who's brand new out of college. That's what Kevin Patullo is. He's like a guy out of college. If Howie doesn't go out and get Simmons, that tells me everything I need to know about the rest of the season. Thanks, Marsh. I mean, Kevin Patullo, man, barely knows what he's doing. Kevin Patullo's in-game situational play calling, they couldn't run plays against a 5 front. Dude, more teams in the NFL run 5 fronts because they're trying to stop the run. That's basic shit. And you're hearing Landon Dickerson use an excuse. Well, the Cowboys did something that we hadn't seen. Landon, last year it didn't matter what the Cowboys put at you. You ran them over. Well, now they're better. Oh, really? Okay. Okay. I said it on here last week that there's no way the Eagles signed Jalen Hurts to another contract. There's no fucking way. I'm not extending that guy. The guy's limited. Shit's rigged just like the NBA. Why else would the Browns punt from the 29-yard line? Patullo sucks. Silz, I watched Washington Huskies game late Saturday night. Jed Fish looked good as a coach for Hurts. Jed Fish is a dear friend of mine. He's actually been on the program. Howard, do you remember him on the show? Jed Fish has been on JAKIB. He was the University of Arizona head coach at the time. Now he's at Washington. We've had him on. I've known him a long time. Did you see people with press passes now calling out Kevin Patullo to be replaced? That's how bad this can't get worse with Nick as OC. Oof. I like the way Tank runs when given the opportunity. He moves the pile. Xander mentioned it. Saquon has better feet. Dude slips with every run. I don't think the guy wants to get hit. Okay? Dan Sileo, you're a clown. About them Cowboys. We beat you all yesterday. Last night. Did you enjoy it, loser Silz? Dan is a loser. Congratulations, kid. You won your Super Bowl. Here's your commemorative Vaseline so you can go put this where you need to put it. And make sure you put the Vaseline and the stick in like retro and rector style so it fits up there. Because you know why? I want to congratulate you on your Super Bowl that you won on Sunday. Congratulations to you, kid. It's probably the biggest win you've had in 30 years. This should fit knowing Cowboy fans pretty easily in your rear end. This is probably pretty good because Cowboy fans have had lies stuck up there for what, 30 years? I'm assuming that. Holy shit. Congratulations to you, my friend. What a Super Bowl win. The November Super Bowl. What do you get, a turkey leg? Holy shit. Guarantee you get thumped by the Chiefs this week. You'll be back to being your shitty football team. I mean, look, Dak Prescott was going leg and limb and health and everything, diving into the end zone. Eagles went like this. Hey, by the way, I didn't learn anything different from Philly. I learned everything different about the Cowboys. Hey, they have a heart. After 30 years, my friend Bernie Kosar had a liver transplant. The Dallas Cowboys actually had a heart transplant over the last couple of weeks. I want to congratulate you, Cowboy guy. You had a heart transplant. You went out and got yourself a fucking heart. Way to go. About time. I mean, can you believe it? Dallas Cowboys got themselves a heart transplant. They actually showed up. And they actually gave the Eagles a game. Wow. It only took you 10. I mean, the Cowboy game has been so non-competitive. I was stunned. Unfortunately, I picked you to win. Makuba out for the year. Great. No. Yeah. Hey, Vaso. Try it. It goes right. You like this. And it fits right in, Cowboy. Right there, man. Right in the cow hole. It just fits right in there. That's why the Cowboy guy walks funny. We beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys beat the Eagles. Can you fucking believe it? Holy cow. Cowboy fan is like on cloud 9. Eagle fans like figuring out what the fuck's going on with our team. Cowboy guy's doing this. Hey, how you doing? Look at us now. I was like, man, really? One win. Bro said use the Vaseline. Will Carter ever get penalties called in his favor for him? No. He has a reputation. It's the Draymond Green reputation. Okay? It's the Draymond Green reputation now. By the way, Angelo Cataldi is at 3:30. Gary Cobb is at 4:30. Oh, and by the way, tomorrow at 4:30, Howard Eskin is back. He's at 4:30. And I believe we're getting Brian Westbrook. We got a packed week. Brian Urlacher later in the week. How you doing? Okay? All for your turkey loving. So is that Vaseline too small for Cowboy fans? Using to have their heads up there. Yeah, that's for damn sure. Oh, Coach JB. We'll get a call into him. Absolutely. Oh, and Battle Royale. Silz, Chris Sims says we can't blame Kevin Patullo because Jalen has cut off the offense and made the offense so limited. If this is true, why can't Nick check this? Dude, it is true. Kevin Patullo is not the reason for this. It's the limited abilities of the quarterback. He's limited. When are you going to hear me on this? He's limited. I can't believe those words came out of Landon's mouth. If that's true, I heard it. We're in trouble. All teams have to do is go away from tendency a little, and we can't adjust. That's your coaches. You mean to tell me Jeff Stoutland, all these years, being a great offensive line coach, and you can't block that? Dan, let's be honest here. We get rid of Jalen. That makes you think another quarterback can deal with this consistent change in OC? No. This is why you're leaving Super Bowls on the table here. Okay? You're leaving Super Bowls on the table. You're going to look back on this and go, we went to 2 Super Bowls in 5 years and won 1. You should have went to 3 and won 3. Silz, explain to me why nobody on ESPN broadcast about Vegas and money lines. How does a Super Bowl team poop away from a 21-point lead? 14 flags makes no sense. Elaborate, please, if you can. I mean, this happens in boxing. I mean, dude, 21-point lead. 14 flags. You're saying you think there's something to this to bring the game back in it and bring the Cowboys back in it so that the judging at the end here, because they want to keep it kind of close because of Vegas. You know, I used to never believe that shit be true, but I'm seeing too much shit lately. I don't know. I think the NFL's in bed with Vegas now. That never happened. I don't know. We better draft O-line 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds this year.